Hello everyone, welcome. It's me, Chrono JJ. More Age mythology, more Athenian League, and I'm excited about this one as we get right into the games between Apoy and GarMadjuda. GarMadjuda's been a fun player to watch, and he plays a lot of Norse, does a lot of raiding, and we have Set versus Odin in the first game here. We are looking at the Set player, who is Apoy. He's on the left side of the map, and wow, these players spawn really close to each other. Our GarMadjuda is on the right in the Odin. And the first map is the unknown. Take a look at these crazy gold mines here. All the gold mines you could ever want right next to your base. Hello, Nemo Noob. You're in for what should be a fun time. I'm pretty excited about this matchup. GarMadjuda is a player I matched up with. We played a set of pretty crazy games. He is a player after my own heart. He makes a lot of cavalry, does a lot of raiding, and just is a complete madman when it comes to that. Um, Downside for him, though, is that the only way he can play? Because if so, he might be in a bit of trouble because Apoy is a pretty solid random god player. Probably has a collection of gods that he would need in order to combat that. That's kind of what I ran into in the first round of the playoffs, where I'm a crazy Raiden Poseidon player, and then my opponent showed up with three pretty well prepared strategies just to counter that, and then I couldn't win. So, will Apoy come into this with some strategies aimed at stopping GarMadjuda's crazy raiding? So this is the first map, is the unknown. It's a pretty interesting map that we've seen so far. I really want to reveal this thing and see. Wow, this is weird. So both players have spawned considerably away from the edge of the map to where they are very close to each other. Like, we can see base within the same screen, essentially. So that is a pretty close set of map here. Now, the gold mines are also pretty wild. Each player has 3 back gold mines. And then there's one gold mine on the far edge of the map, and then like the middle of the map is just completely empty. There's nothing in this middle of the map. There's not a lot of hunt. We do have 4 rhinoceros. And then there's some hunt down the bottom, but nobody is ever in their right mind going to come to that. And wow, this is a cool the unknown. It's a land map, but it's a bit different kind of a land map here. So as always, these tournament matches in the Athenian League are best of 5s. So that's what we'll be seeing here, is yet another best of 5. So first player to 3 wins. The Set player probably does some, knowing that GarMadjuda is just going to make a ton of Raiding Cavalry. The Set player will probably come into this making a ton of Spearmen with Anubis. Pretty tough to wall this off here. You got put a lot of gold into some walls to wall off these back golds. So because they're kind of so far away from the edge of the map, boy, this would be a nice wall here, though. They aren't necessarily super safe. So we see our Valkyrie, and yes, GarMadjuda also loves to do this like early quick aggression. Coming in on the barracks here, we'll look to kill some units, maybe gather some favor. You know, you should probably just get this barracks down. Okay, gets that barracks down. Tries to get this one too. Or are we going to get on the priest that's now kind of out in the wrong spot? You know, probably that fire would have killed this barracks anyway. Probably could have stopped this barracks from going up. The villager might get killed. No. Valkyrie running around top, so nice early pressure. Kills all the free animals here. That's a bit rough. And the Valkyrie coming over, probably going to check the chickens back here. Hello, Joey Bats. Yeah, this should be fun. You're on the YouTubes tonight. Nope, still eating the resources under the base. Got one barracks up here. One barracks right there. Gonna come over here. You know, that's a pretty risky spot to get in over here. Don't want to lose the units. I think here you really have got to go with getting at the second gold mines, because even though they're close, they're kind of wide open. Also could probably kill this temple here because there's nothing to... There's no towers here to protect the temple. It's on... Yeah, this is a really cool The Unknown for being a basic land map, as we see the serpents getting used in the base. I think you gotta get your Hersier on the Anubite here and not worry about the serpents. Serpents don't do much damage. Oh, got a garrison. Does he not being very careful with his villagers here? This dwarf is trying to run out. Oh, wow. It's like he's not focused on the Anubites at all. Will this dwarf make it? Oh, there's no way he makes it, right? No, he doesn't. Got some spears up here. God, really wants to save these Hersier with the Valkyries coming in. Get in the tower! Oh, what are you doing? Oh, wow. That was... Okay, you can't fight this. You've got 3 Hersier. They're almost dead. Oh, I would have just picked those Hersier. Wow. Wow. Yeah, this is a really fun version of The Unknown. You do have 3 back golds, but like the 2 players have spawned like way in from the edge of the map. So not as back as you would think because there's so much room on the edges. And then, yeah, there's absolutely nothing in the middle. So who cares about the middle? It's all about these edges. And then you have 1 mine at the way top. And then 1 at the way bottom. And I guess the Hersier will slowly heal themselves. But GarMadjuda lost more villagers than he needed there. It was a bit of an awkward response to the raid. And there's a priest here. Oh, you missed the priest. Missed the priest. You like to kill that thing. It's a valuable little unit. Now, with as little hunt as there is on this map, Set does get a little stronger, being able to get some more natural hunt in the base. We've got our 2 Valkyries here, some Raiding Cavalry. I would just get at this temple. Yep, forget the wall, just hit the temple here. Do you see the line of sight of the gold mine? There is just 300 gold left on the mine. So this is where any unit picks is really important. Don't want to lose your cavalry here. Now that, yeah. And a lot of priests here. So this is where all the gold has gone into. And we've got more Anubites coming down here. GarMadjuda just doesn't seem like he's quite ready for these Anubite raids. And now we're out of food in our base, except for I guess we do have the berries. And we got all of these priests. Where's the units, though? Nice for Apoy to be on the bottom side because this is where the hunt is. Now, are there barracks units up here? Oh, they weren't here for a little bit. Ooh, they do jump in. Where are the Hersier at? Where's the units? The barracks units are out of position. Okay. Ooh, this is some good pressure by Apoy. I don't know if we're going to have enough food for GarMadjuda to do what he wants to do here. Because it's one of those The Unknowns, there wasn't a ton of natural resources like in the area. No easy... Oh, the spearmen are getting caught out here. That wasn't a great fight for Apoy there. Can get on that gold mine, no big deal. But can't get on that food. It's just nothing, no food. So Garma is in a world of hurt here in game 1. Really should come forward with a raid. I think he has to get some aggression going, as that's what he's doing. Try to pick off some, just maybe send all these to food. Oh, coming into the gold mine. Could retreat through the wall here, so not the end of the world. We'll split up nicely. Could get that villager. Nothing on the offensive here for... Oh, it doesn't kill a villager though. Why aren't you killing the one that's almost dead? This one. Villagers are chopping wood for some reason. Yeah, some nice counter pressure here. Can get on Oopsie Doopsie the Pharaoh. Oopsie Doopsie a little too far forward. Does die. What's up, Scarenair? Really needs to take this time to get to these rhinos. That's kind of what this whole point of this counter aggression is to get on. Uh-oh. These guys are not where they need to be. Is get on the rhinos. Hopefully GarMadjuda has done that. Oh no. Maybe didn't know all the spears went back. These dudes have just been happily building around every single gold mine he could think of. Oh, nice around here. Will he get a... No. Priests are actually a little bit tankier than maybe you would think in those situations. But GarMadjuda having to farm at this point of the game isn't what he wants. Could come up here. Kind of missed a really good raid on all of the berry villagers. Don't think you come up here. Oh, here's the Anubites. The Anubites are tearing this Odin apart. Killing villagers left and right. Here comes some more. Okay. Sees the spears up here. We'll run back. Gets on villagers. Well, he's forcing them back. Could kill this one maybe. Oopsie doopsie the Pharaoh has come. It's returned. But yeah, it's tough sledding for GarMadjuda right now. The priests are getting a little lost. There's a lot going on. Got Raiding Cavalry over here. Priests marching through the middle of the base. Got a few spears down here. Dwarves are trying to escape from the clutches of the priest raid. And the Raiding Cavalry here have gone a little too far forward. Met up with some spears. Got another Anubite here. This has been some really nice pressure from the set player, who is only 3 villagers ahead. Valkyrie shows up to heal the ox cart. That was kind of her. Oh, gotta save your Raiding Cavalry. Okay. Raiding Cavalry coming back. There's just so many. Like, if Apoy were to just come forward and attack. Oh, here he is. This should be the game-ending gold starve here. So Apoy was quite ready for this matchup. Nothing that GarMadjuda can do against the spears. And in the end, a bit of a tough map for GarMadjuda, with just how little hunt that he had access to. Odin needs that hunt to keep the units up and running, and doesn't get what he needs. And we do have a raid coming through, trying to find something. There is a hole down here, but These spears could probably just attack and kill the town center at this point. Everything is all stuck in the base here. You can see that Apoy has line of sight of this whole corner of the map. GarMadjuda trying is everything to do what he can do here. Coming up on the Pharaoh, Oopsie Doopsie the second, who will nicely be able to retreat through the wall. Might kill like 2 villagers, but it doesn't really matter. We've got the nice job by Apoy here. This was a nice squeeze of the game. So really well done to Apoy, who takes game 1. So well done to him. And let's take a look at the post. Yeah, I mean, but that's GarMadjuda's gameplay. GarMadjuda's a lot like me, where has seemingly found a lot of success with Raiding Cavalry Valkyrie, kind of similar to how I just make Hippocon and do well, and throw in some centaurs, and kind of got punished for that there. And that's where, you know, someone like Apoy, who can play a lot of gods, is a little bit scary for someone like GarMadjuda, because it's going to be tough for GarMadjuda to be able to execute that game plan against, you know, a carefully selected set of gods that he's going to face up against. We move on to game 2 of Apoy versus GarMadjuda. This will be GarMadjuda's home map on Savannah. Nice wide open map. Apoy is Isis this time, with the Pharaoh Mr. Banana is here to lead the way. Why is the town center not shooting at... There it is. I don't know if that took a lot longer than it needed to because the town center wasn't shooting at the rhino. Getting a monument right away. GarMadjuda over here as our Odin. Left side of the map is a nice green color. Doing some scouting. We have myth units are cheaper. That's not bad. Get a few more Valks out earlier. Yeah, favor cost is less. That's pretty tasty. Gold trickle rate. That's not bad either. Nice, get some free gold. And Savannah, just wide open map. But seemingly here, Apoy thinks he's kind of found the game plan, which is Anubis, spears, and being able to go aggressive that way. He's built a granary because he wants a flood of the Nile, which will slow down the advance a little bit. GarMadjuda, Odin again. Odin is, I believe, GarMadjuda's favorite. Aging up, getting some hearse here out. We'll see, so your Isis probably ages up, but not a bad age up time, actually. So the hearse here coming forward. Maybe a little bit slow to get here. Villager might get trapped. Hearse here kind of going the wrong way. Do have the first Anubite. We have a forest fire. Likes to get that early forest fire just to open things up. Oh, gotta take care with your Anubite. Kills one house with that. That's, oh, Anubite comes forward again. Oh, that's not a good loss early. Especially when you have this wall here that would have made, oh. Now this is some really good pressure here from GarMadjuda. This is working a little bit better than the first game. Really getting in a lot of idle time here. Just got to be careful not to get too close to the town center, because that thing packs a punch. So yeah, a lot of idle time here. The Valk, probably should just run her in, right? Soon though, these hearse here kind of got to feel like they are running on a timer. And the Anubite comes. Oh, gets the Anubite. Nice little pick there. Gets a little building block. And here comes an Axeman, so now the Hersier gotta go. Should be able to path out the back end. Because Axemen aren't super fast. Valkyrie, another Valkyrie has been made. Did we get that relic that made them cheaper? Yeah, I got 3. Myth units are cheaper. Myth unit special is better. And then I can't really tell because my tooltips are in the way. Oh, infantry trained faster. Really, that's more just to get that so the Egyptian can't get it. But yeah, this game has started out nicely for GarMadjuda. A lot of idle time been forced. Loses a couple Hersier and the early Berserk. Getting a market. And then, yeah, Great Hall, Great Hall. We'll see basically the same thing this game. Just trying to get it to run a little bit better. How much favor do these give? Do you get any favor from killing an obelisk? You might not get any favor now for killing buildings. Nice to have killed the first 2 Anubites too, because that really puts a hurt on your Anubite raids, which is what really injured GarMadjuda in the previous game. It's got this wall that, I would wall this off actually. Just wall, 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 wall. And then you kind of control that whole half of the map. Get some spearmen. Trying to get through the gate. Thundering Hooves, pretty cute. Just needs the food. Got lots of favor. Is my stream going to be disconnecting again? I hope not. And finds this one too. Get the Raiding Cavalry on it to slow it down. There you go. Why are the Anubites so loud? Can come here. No, sees the spearmen forward. GarMadjuda could definitely come in on these chickens here. Since he sees all the spearmen here. Knows that there's villagers up here. Well, the chickens are all gone. Can hide in the base. Or hide in the tower. Thinks a loss he didn't need to. Villagers are down here now. Mr. Banana, the Pharaoh. Ooh, oh, nice little pick here. The Pharaoh, the priest. Oh, this is not good for Apoy. Loses 2, 3 priests. That was not the way they wanted to run. And GarMadjuda is in full control of this game. Just kind of the difference in the early pressure and the Anubites dying. And seemingly GarMadjuda has kind of solved the case here. Ooh, nice Raiding Cavalry collapse on all the villas. Not really fight this though. You're gonna lose a lot of villager or Raiding Cavalry here. Yeah, that turned into a little bit of a disaster actually for GarMadjuda. And then down here, losing a couple more Raiding Cavalry. That is another Valkyrie being trained. Now I got 3 Valkyries with Thundering Hooves. Coming forward to, why not go to this gold mine? Why this one? Just kind of asking to get raided. Spearmen have spotted the shenanigans over here, but again, got some really low hit point Raiding Cavalry. Gotta heal them a little bit, not take quite so many losses. I don't think that GarMadjuda can take this fight now. Playing chicken with these villagers. Gold mine's empty. GarMadjuda's taken just a little too many losses. He doesn't have the units to be able to attack that. Run right past the villager. And yeah, this is going to be... this is actually pretty nice for Apoy, because Apoy's food and... food and gold can all be at the same place. So that's pretty handy. Town center's done a lot of damage. And now it comes forward with the spearman raid, but this is where you have to be careful. You come forward with too many spearmen, or not enough spearmen, that is, and the raiding cavalry can collapse on them, but the Zoof does notice. Spearmen are looking around for villagers to attack. There are some down here and some way up here. This is pretty brave to be way up here. But yeah, this is where it gets a little dangerous because now they're at risk of getting collapsed on. And everything's walled in over here. Oh, not quite down there yet. Now Apoy will scout out the villagers down here. Sees these spears here, thinks he can hit up here. Are there any spearmen up here? No, where'd the spearmen go? Oh, this is a terrible... Why would the spearmen leave here? He tried to get a surround on the raiding cavalry, but has left all spears. Have left this, and this is terrible. That was a huge mistake by Apoy. There's just no need to go forward the way he did to try to catch units. Needed to save his villagers and is losing just tons of villagers here. What a raid. Here comes some more to block him off. Spears are dead. Villagers are going out. Pharaoh maybe going down. Yeah, Mr. Banana, he's dead. Whew, that was a huge tactical mistake from Apoy. Just wasn't a reason to come forward with that many spears. And now is way behind, 13 villagers down. And should not have, just shouldn't have done that. Yeah, really surprised he did that because GarMadjuda, he knew that GarMadjuda knew everything was up here, so just a poor decision to leave with all of the spears. It's a very slow fight against the hearse here. Ah, the priest lives. These spears are trying to run against from the faster raiding cavalry. Raiding cavalry, Valkyrie sees these villagers up here, realizes that's where they've been this whole time. Really just has to take this fight now. You're too far behind, you have to fight. Boy, there are a lot of Valkyries for GarMadjuda. 8 Valkyries. 8 of them. These villagers, not in the greatest of spots. Still these ones, very happily mining at the top of the map. And we'll lose 6 more villagers, not good. The spear's running all the way in under the town center. It's just kind of just the, I'm sending it, what do I care kind of mentality from Apoy. And getting tons of good kills. I mean, these spearmen absolutely blast the raiding cavalry. So spearmen find that up there. Really big military advantage here right now from Apoy. This game's getting pretty chaotic. But now there's not enough units in all of these Valkyries And Raiding Cavalry will do what they need to do to these spears. And the spears get cleaned up. Should have kept running if you got all these priests here. Like, why not keep them running? You had all the rest of your army right here. Kills a few more units kind of scattered across the map. 34 to 26. Needs to chop a few more villagers, though. The Apoy. Still a few up here. Uh-oh. Okay. Heads them off. I don't know if there's enough. Oh, you got to get through this wall. Big fight here. Wow, that went really well for Apoy, who's kind of pulling the game back a little bit. Somehow, some way, despite that really crazy raid that GarMadjuda got. To where, I mean, GarMadjuda's kind of at risk of getting gold starved here. If Apoy can kind of realize that he's ahead by this much in military again. Just can't be running around chasing. Like, just send your 2 Anubites to chase these. The rest don't need to keep coming. Slide through here. Wants to come up here and hit some really low hit point villagers. Maybe. But see, now this is scary for the Raiding Cavalry, is that they are about to get trapped up here. You're gonna have to run this way and get them out. See, and GarMadjuda can't really afford this. Got some priests dying in the middle of the map. But yeah, GarMadjuda can't take a fight right now. The Apoy needs to stop chasing and just do some fighting. But not here. He needs to combine all of his army and come at these gold mines. Okay, now you gotta pressure. Apoy has to pressure a gold mine. He's starting to fall back or fall behind in the military advantage. He's gonna come here, takes a look at this gold mine. Not here. They're down here. Garma's trying to distract. Are they still here? Oh, they are. It's going to be a big counter raid here. Gets on those villagers. They're going to try to run out. But do we have enough to defend up here? I think we do. Yeah, maybe. Kill a handful of villagers. There's more die down there. It's just absolute carnage. But GarMadjuda should not be fighting here the way he is right now. Oh no, this is disaster. You can't lose all your Valks like this. Wow. Why did he stay like that? He might have just lost the game there. There's more spearmen than it looks. GarMadjuda's tossing this. Yeah, I think he lost. We've got these raids in the base. Why is my stream dropping again? How is the stream? Is it choppy? I've been having some bad internet lately. I don't know why. It's probably something on my end. Did pick a ton of villagers there, though. So, a huge villager advantage. Takes a nice fight here. I mean, there's, again, no need for these spearmen to be all alone the way they are. And a huge raid up here. Dwarves going down because of these Anubites. But the spearmen do get surrounded. Hasn't noticed this. Now he notices. Oh, wants to get these priests. Nope. Misses the priests. Two Valks running around. Boy, these dwarves are getting away with it here. Okay, picks off the one Anubite. We are right now. I love these games. Apoy, way behind in villagers, still ahead in military. Getting a nice little fight here with the spears and the Anubites, but nothing that finishes the game. He hasn't quite put together that there's villagers down here. I think he assumes they're just safely mining. But yeah, certainly, while it's starting to run time, I thought that Apoy would be able to keep up the pressure with the military advantage, but it's continued to be just a little bit defensive, where he needs to check these gold mines on the bottom. Also, you don't send your little 5-man groups forward because they just get surrounded and cut off. This is just a waste of 5 spears. I think the Vil count. Although GarMadjuda lost a whole army here, he did get a huge advantage in villager count with that. So really what Apoy needed to do is, as soon as this fight was over, is sit on all of these gold mines, and didn't quite do that. Come the Raiding Cavalry in, kill a few villagers. Maybe get these 4. Nope, just runs out. Doesn't want to get trapped. Well, kind of getting trapped here. Got just a heap ton of priests. Oh, you gotta get on your priests. Pure priests out. Well, these spearmen are really awkwardly trying to get into the fight. There they go. They finally manage it. Well, we've got the Raiding Cavalry coming in from the back end. Raiding Cavalry coming in from the front. Getting a bit of a surround here. In the end, is this Apoy's last stand? Maybe. These spears are doing some work here. I don't know if there's enough now, though. There the army comes. Absolute carnage right here. More villagers dying. Army dying for GarMadjuda. Is it worth it? Do we ask? Is this worth? Probably not. But it is a 51-19 Vil lead. Oh man. Apoy has just gotta get on the gold mines right now. 20 villagers. Double the army almost. But yeah, here comes. It's just always a distraction. Like, this is part of what makes this work. Is because even though like Apoy has the military advantage, he can't really come forward because these units are just flying around in his base. So he can't, and then this just gives time to GarMadjuda to refill his entire army. So what does he care? He killed more villagers. He loses units. What does it matter to him? I mean, basically, this is just a pure, this is a smoke and mirror show. I'll distract you with all of this. Just don't come down to the gold mines, please. Don't come down here. There's 17 villagers. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He caught between a rock and the hard place. Get some raids with these Anubites. Oh, come through here. There you go. Didn't lose too much. Anubite raids doing some work. GarMadjuda hasn't noticed. But just hasn't picked up on the villagers being down there. And here come the masses of Raiding Cavalry. And a random berserk. Anybody's jump out. And now GarMadjuda, courtesy of his much better economy, now has a huge army.
Into you.
Another antibite. Yeah, we're about to the point where you just too many units for Apoy to defend. Really surprised we don't see like armor upgrade. I mean, we got copper shields, but against spearmen, where's your armor upgrades? 3 antibites right underneath the town center. Probably not where you want them, but there's a lot going on. And man, I thought GarMadjuda lost it there on that one big fight, but Apoy just could never quite get on the continued aggression. Just these Raiding Cavalry have just run circles around him all game. It wasn't quite able to do it. Apoy kind of let the corner villagers exist for longer than they needed to. Could have punished them sooner. But just didn't quite think of checking. I mean, it was probably uncommon that you would check that this early for villagers up here. But we are getting, I think, to the last part of the game where GarMadjuda is probably going to come flying in with another big army. Going to get us around here with these Raiding Cavalry. Whole army trying as fast as they can to retreat out. You know, fight here in this choke point, your little units can get in a lot easier than the big ones. These spearmen should not be coming forward. Yeah. You can't send them forward. If you can't win the fight, you don't send them forward. They just get surrounded by the waves of Raiding Cavalry. But now they come down here and realize, ah, shoot, there's only 1,000 gold left. These villagers have been here forever. And then realizes, oh, shoot, there were dwarves down here too. Yeah, realizes the mistakes that were made now. And we've got the Raiding Cavalry knocking on the doors. Oh, just stay here. You're okay. You either win this fight or you lose it. GarMadjuda's up through Nord. Oh, he wants to go on that gold mine. Finally getting a few villager picks back here, but it's a little too late. Don't come forward. What are you doing? I guess he wins this fight. These units don't, though. There are a lot of Anubites all over the map right now. They're trying so hard to retreat, but aren't quite doing it. Now we have heavy Raiding Cavalry. That's going to be a little bit tough to overcome. Got Raiding Cavalry all over the base. Surely they come up here to check the gold. Got these two guys really wanting to sneak out and get healed. Ooh, jump over here. Get on some more vills. Get some value out of these Anubite raids. I mean, look, he's almost caught up in villagers. If he would have just done this, you know, check the bottom of the map sometime before this. These Anubites are just so annoying, just jumping around all over the place. I don't think we have any Anubites anymore. I think they're all dead. This is the last one. These 3 spearmen are trying not to die. One gives up his life. Surely we see the trees here, right? Nord used the walking woods just to pound right through these trees right away. Oh, there's a hole. Oh, didn't even know there was a hole. Now he puts it in. There's the trees. Here's the raiding cavalry. Is this the final raiding cavalry sandwich right here? Oh, you just gotta fight this. They're all just running and not attacking. We got raiding cavalry coming every direction here. The villagers getting absolutely blasted on this end. Still no armor upgrades. And now back to 38 to 20 bills. Just look at all these raiding cavalry. This raiding cavalry Valkyrie. Making it work. Somehow, some way. And now I finally think that we are at the end of the game. These units have no way out. And the last portions of Apoy's barracks army and priests will be meeting their end. Well, a fun one. This is why I enjoy GarMadjuda's games. Now, can he find 2 more wins like this? Because he can't play Odin every game. It's a really big tree. Apoy could have found those vills just a little bit sooner with his Anabuites. And nice game. This the Raiding Cavalry Smash is what we get here. Man. It's got to be so frustrating to play against. As we do not tie up the series. Here, 1, 2, 1. It seems like he's been playing mainly Odin, at least in the tournament. The Odin's been coming out pretty quick. But yeah, Odin and Freyr, I feel like. But yeah, just the huge villager. This was the biggest mistake of the game was when Apoy, with all of his villagers forward, left them behind, sent all of his spears away. It was a huge mistake without having any defensive walls. So without this, Apoy probably goes on to win. But I mean, you can if and but every game, I suppose. But I mean, look at these villagers just absolutely just getting wiped off the face of the map. GarMadjuda way ahead in economy, but does take a lot of pretty poor trades while he's slightly ahead in units killed. I mean, he's making really expensive raiding cavalries, raiding cavalry units to the spearmen. So the spearmen do pretty well here. Villagers killed 87 to 46. Nice game. It's fun. Let's move on to game 3. Apoy versus GarMadjuda. Is this a Mediterranean? Apoy's like, let's play a map where we can't do lots of raids. Let's go to Mediterranean. Really awkward wood line there. GarMadjuda is Atlantean. Certainly not a comfort pick. Double dock? Oh, because of the deconstruct. You want to think of that's almost where you're the Kronos there, you check to see if there's another dock that's been built, because otherwise they've just kind of sunk an extra 120 wood into a dock they don't need, or however much it costs now. It used to be 120, now it's just 100. So yeah, going with the Atlantean cheese here against Hades. A nice pick here for the Hades player. When we see the two Guardian, or the two automatons coming in. Might be able to pick a Vil here. You stayed just a little bit too. Nope. Didn't get a ton of damage here. So with the way... Yeah, so with the way the map's picks go, is that Apoy picks the map, then Garma picks the god, and then Apoy can pick the god. So tough to, you know, pick the Atlantean into this. But we don't have a second dock. Oh, this is a bit of a problem for Apoy. Apoy with a ridiculously slow age up here. How is he aging up this slowly? Oh, man, what a time shift here. Nice. Oh, that was good. Nice time shift block. Oh, boy, I love that. You don't see enough of those kind of plays. That was really good. Essentially netted him an extra 3 villager kills with that. That was fantastic. That excites me. But, Apoy's home map here is not looking super good. The 530 age up seems like something went wrong in this one. Because even with having to build 2 docks, you should be aging up. You should be able to get up before then, right? Trying to get another... Oh, I like this little wall if he can get it up. But it kind of stinks to lose all those villagers like that. Oh, why not just keep on plugging away at the dock? Just kill this dock. No valor here. Why don't you get a couple? Why not finish off the dock? Interesting to make some Terma instead of a few warships. Why wouldn't GarMadjuda make some warships to pressure the boats? Terma coming up. We'll see the wood line here. Oh, there he goes, getting back on the dock. I don't know if you really want to run in like this. You're taking a lot of HP damage. And it uses, where are these spiders getting placed anyway? Right here. Why? Stay at it. Ajax getting some hits on him. Why aren't we making a villager? GarMadjuda needs more villagers on food, apparently. Oh, just barely lives. 1 hit point. Wow. Oh, watch out for your Terma there. Yeah. Be okay. I can't believe we haven't seen just a couple war boats here from Apoy. Now he finally gets this dock killed. We do have 1 trireme. Because this is a lot of boats, as opposed to GarMadjuda, who only has like 6. Really doesn't have a whole lot he can pressure right now, either. Oh, here's some more. See if these spiders ever collect any cavalry. Is that a second Minotaur or just the first one? Just the first one. I can't believe Apoy is not... All these... just not getting any value out of these Terma. If these Terma were warships, Apoy would be way behind, because GarMadjuda surely would have been able to push all of these fish off the water. Because really, these Terma haven't done much anything. What are these fishing ships doing up here? Yeah, it really needs to... Just floating so many resources really awkwardly is GarMadjuda. This turn actually don't... do they do decent damage? Gotta win the water. Like trying to age up, but I don't really know why. What are you gonna get out of an age up here? Not kind of funneling boats to their death. Now this hammer ship is getting dragged in. Where it shouldn't be. So is that boat. Used a few more. Third stack of... He really thinks he's gonna come up here. Wants to force a fight. Don't fight this. It's not a good fight to take. If you're aging up and you're going to get a water myth unit, there's really no sense in taking these fights right now. He wants to fight up here to get the cavalry to chase through the spiders. Like these spiders could wipe out a whole army. One gets caught. Yeah, this... Oh. These Satyr are not where they need to be either. This has gotten really bad for GarMadjuda for not much reason. Loses both his Satyr for free? That stinks. Yeah, that's rough. Then in the end, all these spiders aren't even going to do anything. Looks like these... Did these get more units? No, see, there's still more there.
Herr Joe's?
GarMadjuda is behind now. Maybe some inexperience with Athenian, which is causing these problems. Because this was a pretty easy game to win, given how the start went. And just didn't get it. These triremes are going to melt fire ships. They get damage bonus against them. But the siege ships, they counter the arrow ships. So it's all a big triangle. Kind of want your siege ships to be fighting like in the midst of it, because then more arrows get back. This isn't a game Garma should lose, but I think he's going to. He's aged up, but hasn't got any value out of the age up. Like, what's the point? He doesn't even have his boat upgrade, I don't think. Yeah, they're just normal fire ships. You love Age of Mythology, but you're playing Anno 77. Are we not garrisoning our fish here, GarMadjuda? Hello, jolly man. Bear versus villager duel. Whoa. Oh, the other one comes in. All right, build down. The only chance that Apoy has now is to get some pressure in on this gold mine. Just Apoy is really struggling here. Really no reason to have lost the water with the start that Apoy had. They should have won the water. GarMadjuda should have. And just probably some inexperience with the matchup. Maybe not the best with Kronos. But yeah. Really has to come forward here and hit this. Sees all this here. And it's got the time shift hotkey so that it can time shift all these houses. Problem is though, if he's gonna like try to chase the villagers here. I do like this technology that doesn't seem to be trained very often or researched, is putting time shifting buildings all over the place. So these villagers are going to have a hard time like even mining from this. And now he's going to time shift them up here. Where was the chaos at? Oh, right here. Kind of a rough chaos to have to use to defend your own villagers when you could have just used one of the manors up here. All right, time shifting right here. Boink, bonk, boop, bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh, you're missing your timing. Okay, medium Arcus. Hate to tell him this, but as soon as these 3 buildings just get deleted, this archer thing is not looking good. Military barracks coming up. Yeah, this is a dangerous spot to be. And now this entire army is like on the wrong side of the map. It's just doing nothing. Aren't we time shifting all our buildings over here? Oh, he did this to you too? This is a bit, if you can find a choke point, this is a bit of a scary army. Just it's going to take so long for them to move up to the top of the map. Do we have a restoration yet too? We do. These satyr though do some damage. Like these cavalry are almost all dead if he holds on to restoration a little too long. Like one special from the satyr like might wipe out all of these cav. Oh, wow, they're running. But heroes are all going down. Okay. Picking off these villagers really well. Managed to get a satyr up here. Satyr lives quite a while. It did a ton of splash damage, actually. I think what Apoy is wanting to do is This is an awkward game right now. It's a very awkward game. I think what Apoy is wanting to do is like get GarMadjuda's army over here and then just underworld back to this gold mine or something. The villagers are very awkwardly on this gold mine right now. He saw them come here. He knows they're up there. Could really kill a lot of villagers there. It's an annoying little wall. Grabbing a town center. But yeah, see now this bottom side of the map is all secured. Ooh, there's the underworld, so that gives the villagers a way out. Here these units come, they're just so immobile. Yeah, it's probably so weird for GarMadjuda used to flying around the map. Why do we have 4 of these? Oh, the Satyr went the wrong way. They could have popped all of those Hippicon. It's a scary archer ball here, but just falling behind in villager counts now. And afraid to leave his base. Hello, Two-Face Heavy. We're watching game 3 of this series, which has been a pretty awkward one. With GarMadjuda, I would say, with how the start went, should have been a pretty free win. And just didn't take advantage of it. Disrespected the value of the water, never really tried to fight the water, even though he had a huge advantage. So yeah, just a little bit rough. Has a million Satyr though. Like if he can force a fight and kill the heroes. Like look at that splash damage there. But now, this isn't working well for him. Oh, what is he doing? The army management there was just really awkward. And all of a sudden they all died of the Mana Core special, and this entire army has taken just an absolutely awful fight that probably didn't need to be that bad. That was I feel like GarMadjuda kept animation canceling his attacks. And that did not go well for GarMadjuda. Also just kind of like, you don't want to be at one big ball when you have the Mana Core doing their splash damage. So yeah, that was an awkward end of this game. An awkward end to an awkward game. As Apoy takes game 2. So we move on to game 4 here. So this will be, I assume we'll see some Norse here. Yep. So GarMadjuda's Freyr. Apoy's trying Isis again. Our last Norse versus Odin versus Isis was a pretty wild game. I'm hoping we get another wild one here. Our pharaoh is Camden. Hey, that's my kid. He's sick right now. Got the villagers here. We've got Freyr. So we'll see. GarMadjuda likes getting a temple early so he can start pumping out the Herseer early. And comes forward with like 4 Herseer pretty early on in classical age. Like pretty much like at 5 minutes maybe. They're all sitting over there. Also likes to get the early relics as well. He's coming in with the one that gives a free Pegasus. Comes in right away. That's pretty nice. Houses. Oh, you saw that. Relic there, but he didn't see it. The Isis probably wants that, but I think he got it. Yeah, whatever it is, shingles. All right, and we reach the classical age, running up here on the villagers, just to be a big pain in the neck. Goes up with Freyr because Apoy loves his forest fire. He loves his Valkyries. This villager, oh, coming over here. They're happily empowering. Ooh, almost gets the villager. But again, this is some nice pressure that GarMadjuda didn't get in the first game, but is getting here. The Pegasus is really helpful here to tank archer fire. Camden gets to get out of here. Like, I would be flying my Pegasus in over here and just really making the town center miss a ton of arrows. We have our Great Hall slowly coming up here. We have a second Valkyrie. We have one Anubite, which I don't think he's noticed yet. Is happily all in on this, and now the snakes get used. Another Anubite coming in. We got to come back and defend. This is where, you know, the aggression is all good, but I don't know if a villager has actually died yet, as we see one finally go down. Got to take care. There's a lot going on right now for GarMadjuda. He's got to pay pretty good attention so that he doesn't lose a ton of units up here. Keeps coming in. Oh, the villagers will clean up. Oh, you don't want to lose them. Here's some expensive dudes. Valks come back and take care of the snakes. Snakes mainly just a slow down annoyance. And the pressure has been dealt with on both sides. So we kind of take a step back and kind of take a breath here. You know, the initial kind of crazy aggression with all the Hersier is kind of been dealt with. So we can kind of slow our rolls a little bit. As both players try to resolve what just happened. We can see they'll counter pretty even. Apoy did a pretty good job of not losing villagers there. That certainly could have gone worse for him. I don't like how he comes forward with these half-dead units. Like, take your time to heal these guys up. Yeah, you gotta get out of here. Surely now you're like, okay, I gotta heal. Apoy likes to put these obelisks around the map. Kind of helps get and maintain all this vision. Sieges spawns pigs. That's actually not bad. Spawn pigs. This villager right next to the temple should dies right next to the tower. And this other one will probably also die. Should not have quite been there. And then here comes another one. Does she hop in? Yes, she just gets in the tower. So we still do have the forest fire. Forest fire, if ever needed, can just burn right through this the walls here, which would probably end up being the best use of it if GarMadjuda tries to pressure this. Spears come forward. They got the venomous passive from Serpent Spear. These Valkyries are cleaning up the corners with all these obelisks. We do have a roaming group of spearmen looking for villagers. Are none to get up there. The Valks notice the spears, so they're coming back. This is where it's scary coming forward with spears. If you don't have a lot of spears, because you're just going to get... We've seen it several times where get collapsed on by the Valkyries and the faster Raiding Cavalry. And if the spears can't fight and win that fight, then they all get caught out and killed. Yeah, now they have to retreat. And now how many die on the way out? Got one dead. We got quite the Raiding Cavalry mass here. You see, you can't do this early on like this. To just get lost, and this is where you just start losing unit after unit, and then you fall behind in the military, whereas if you were just a little more defensive, you'd be fine. It's just, you know, you want to go forward and you want to cause some distraction, but against the mobile units, you can't do this, because you just get picked apart. Oh, now see, you can come forward with your Anubites, because they can jump out of trouble. Picks a few villagers. Perseer here is going to try to save the day. Anubites taking lots of extra damage here. I can jump out. Oh, they just used their jump though. Oh. Oh no, that might not have been very good for them. It was an awkward time to use the jump because there weren't any units there. Then they get also picked, so I said that maybe it'd be okay. But for some reason, the Anubites used their jump to jump over nothing. Like with all these small tree lines, you could run your Anubite up here and jump over and kind of get away. But too bad. Too bad little forays here. This might be a third. This is not good. They don't even notice. Apoy, what are you doing? Oh no, this is disaster. Oh man, doesn't notice. Oh, that's rough. Loses another army. Why not a fourth one? Ooh, the dwarves here though are out of. Oh, they snuck out. Oh no, the spears did notice. Oh, they went the wrong way though. The cutoff did. But yep, these all get sat on. But we're getting some nice kills down here finally with these spearmen. So this is a little bit worrisome for GarMadjuda, where I don't think he's noticed these. Yeah, didn't notice this raid down on the bottom, and he's losing a lot of villagers because of it. Which this was all envisioned because of the obelisk that GarMadjuda didn't catch earlier. Did this raid do enough damage, though? I mean, this is a ton of villagers killed. Who's 6 more spearmen, though? But was it enough damage? Oh, left these here. Oh, look out. Remember, we still have the forest fire. Oh, this is a good collapse here. Didn't come back to defend these dwarves, instead came forward onto this gold mine. That was a really nice decision by Apoy. And gets a really nice catch here. And right now, all of the villagers are now suddenly gold blocked. And it's GarMadjuda that suddenly has a nice little attack there. Is it Apoy? Garma, Apoy, whatever. Garma's green. Apoy's blue. Uh-oh. Well, this is not the fight, though, that GarMadjuda wants. Spears are in an awkward spot. See, I think you can get a nice forest fire through here. Like if he thinks he's safe. Well, see, I don't know. There's just Apoy has taken so many losses over the time that now he can't defend his gold mine. Here's more. It's just the danger of sending all these tiny little raids. This isn't Odin. You make your damage though by sending in like 4 Anubites. Here comes another big raid. The snakes coming in. Spears trying their best, but there's just too many Raiding Cavalry. Though actually the Spears did okay, but not good enough. These guys looking around. These villagers just randomly up here. GarMadjuda doesn't know about that gold mine up there. Uh-oh. I don't know how they're gonna get out. Oh, GG. Well played to GarMadjuda. Apoy just tried to do a little too much here. You just can't send packs of 6 spearmen because they just get surrounded by the Raiding Cavalry and the Valkyries. And this is a best of 5, so we are moving on to a very important and final game 5 here. So that's pretty fun. As we put our score on, we will. Early economic damage slows him down, but then did have the Vil lead. Did Apoy. Got a really nice kills here, but just lost so many units like in this time frame that like if we look at the total military value, you can just keep seeing all these tiny little times where, you know, getting picked, losing units, losing units, losing units, losing units, losing units, and never really getting to one big fight. "93 killed to 24. Can GarMadjuda make it work one more time? This Raiding Cavalry Valkyrie mix. As we move into game 5, this will be a home map for Apoy, who looks like he's picked. I don't know what map this is. Is this that? What is this map? Is this Anatolia? Ah, this is the new Anatolia that you'd never see anymore. Nobody ever plays on Anatolia. It might not even be in the rated map pool right now. I don't know. I kind of miss the orange Anatolia from Legacy, and not this green stuff. Which is why I don't recognize it anymore. But so that's the kind of Apoy's strategy, is to go water maps for home maps. I'm assuming that GarMadjuda is all about land, raiding, destroying, and maybe a little bit weaker on water. We've got the Isis for the 3rd time. Is the 3rd time the charm for Apoy's Isis? Or will it be an 0-3 Isis appearance here in these the semifinals? Find out. Don't see a lot of games on Anatolia, so I really don't know how they will go. Like, do you try to fight really hard and win the water? Do you go for gold pressure and kind of give up one side of the water? You certainly don't give up both sides. This is a nice relic. Villagers have more hit points. Spawns more pigs. Not so nice. And what does Garma do? Does Garma try to just be aggressive on land, or does Garma fight water? Garma's just getting a fishing upgrade here. Has found a villager. First blood in this match does go to GarMadjuda. Winner of this advances to the finals in the top tier of the Athenian League. Forest Fire again. GarMadjuda win with the 3 Freya gods. You know, that's Freyr being added in has given GarMadjuda that 3rd and required god that he needs for triple Valkyrie. Making a market. Trying to see what's going on. Hersier can't reach the hammer ship. Nice little first trade here for GarMadjuda, though. I think he killed 2 boats for losing 0. Getting a market. Got a little hammer ship action over here. It's kind of hard to follow. You got water on both sides. Valkyrie running around. We just don't have anything on land yet. This relic makes hoplite. Those spearmen do more damage. That's be a good relic to get. Scouting up here to see what's going on. Run away. Makes it in. Ooh, don't want to lose your Valkyrie. It's a very valuable unit. Looks like both players are trying to go for a fairly quick heroic age. Boy, do you go with like a good well, wait a minute. No, he could Thor. I can't remember now. Thor. Yeah, no Nord. Frost and flaming weapons are the god powers of choice. Kind of needs a few more units on gold here. Got a few dwarfs you could move over to gold. That's only 4 on gold. Got a lot of dwarves. Is aging up with Frost. We'll get a very powerful Kraken as a result of the age up, but our Egyptian will get a Leviathan. It's a cool change from the original game where originally your water myth units were locked behind specific gods. It's kind of nice that they're just based on an age now. Then you get to see them a little bit more, and it kind of opens up what gods you want to pick on water, because originally you'd always pick, you know, on a water map, you'd always pick your gods that give you the water myth units. So just kind of some skirmishes on the water, but nothing crazy yet. Apoy was trying to get the cabinet to shoot at the fishing ship first, but didn't quite get that timing right.
Into you.
GarMadjuda, where does the Kraken has to come over here, right? Yeah, there it is. Kraken's over there. Do you make more Kraken? Make another Valkyrie. Oh, did it make the Valkyrie or did he cancel it? Didn't make it. I guess he wants to heal the first one. Kraken will insta-kill. Kraken is one of... They did a really good job with the Kraken. The way it looks. We have Ancestors Eclipse used here. Oh, gets the Frost on the Sphinx. And the Valkyries and the the Frost Giant are all ready, so some nice defenses are prepared for that, or whether he intended to or not. He was ready for the Ancestors Eclipse in the base. And not a lot of damage with these ancestors. Villagers will all come out. Not even sure if we lost a villager in this. Maybe lose this one, I'm not sure. Oh, I want to fight against the Leviathan though, because the Leviathan also gets pumped up by the Eclipse. There we go. Some decent. Now, who wins in a 1v1? Kraken. This is such a cool looking unit. They even made it so it doesn't like move smoothly. It like moves with its fins. That's really an interesting animation. I don't know why he's not fighting though. The Leviathan is distracted. There we go. We got a 1v1 going here. Just fight. What are you doing? Yeah, slow him down with this. Well, you think he wants to get instant kills on those ships. So can come down here and get that. There. Apoy has gotten the middle of the map. We still have a frost, which is scary. Because if GarMadjuda gets enough units here, he can frost the defending army and kill the big doll. We do have Thoth coming in. That's a brave. You got the villager here leading the charge. That's a brave age up. You gotta push. Now he probably does not realize that there is a Thoth coming. It might take a little too much time because the Phoenix is going to be a scary unit to deal with. Getting in on the ships there. But GarMadjuda has a nice army. He can pressure and win a fight there. Just that you have the worry of once Mythic Age comes out. I mean, what do you probably use Meteor just right on the base, right? Yeah. All these villagers standing around looking for something to do. Priest there. Gotten some nice damage in on all the fishing ships. Looking forward to take a look at the base, see what's going on. I'll pick a few villagers, it looks like. Got the frost giant breathing in my ear from a mile away. Doesn't want to lose these units. With the myth units here to take it, I don't know why he doesn't fight. I mean, Valks and frost giant. No, probably doesn't want to fight this. You don't have your frost giant here. It's not the fight to take. Your frost giant ran all the way to the base. And the camels are looking pretty good. And we have the meteor coming in on the base. Villagers running. Ooh, frost giant got killed by it. And that's a scary... GarMadjuda is suddenly in a really scary position. Villagers dying everywhere. Base blasted half off the map. And the camels are a tough unit for him to get at because you got mobile units that counter cavalry. GarMadjuda in a bit of a tough spot. The villagers are still even, but here comes the unit he can't attack.
Yo.
Ooh, gets another big attack. Oh no, gets on the... Another fight down here, but I mean all these units are so close to being dead. the pressure here. Like, GarMadjuda just spent a little too much time maybe getting distracted by the water that he never did anything about the middle. Like, now he's in a really tough spot having not used Frost or Forest Fire, which is a bit of a shame. I mean, it's kind of one of those situations where he's trying to like find the perfect spot to use Frost and Forest Fire. Now is having to use it in defense, and it's probably just way too late. These things are not looking good for him. This ox cart is freaking out. Look at this poor thing. Knows the end is nigh, and GarMadjuda in a really tough spot here. A nice map choice by Apoy, but would have liked to have seen GarMadjuda be a little more aggressive and not let these Migdals come up in the middle of the map. Rather than maybe aging up quickly, just getting on the map and forcing Migdals in the base to kind of slow the Isis down. I don't know. Isis has always been good on Anatolia. So a really nice map choice for Apoy. It's like the Phoenix is basically still unattackable. Could get in on all these villagers and roast a few of them if they really even need to. We've got Spearmen attacking, and GarMadjuda. It's not the game 5 GarMadjuda wanted, and was about to lose entire base and just a tough matchup for me to kind of know what to do here. Like, what does GarMadjuda do differently? I feel like you gotta probably stay H2 and try to take control of the middle of the map. Though, you still got the double gold mines. But in the end, Apoy is victorious in a nice 5-game set. As he emerged the victor, courtesy of Isis, it was third game's the charm for Isis. Just good economy, just early on, but then falls behind. Has a lot more villagers here. You know, kills a ton of boats, but it's just kind of too late. Like, kind of spent a little bit too much time on the water and let all of the middle happen, and then can't defend against the attack here. So, well done to Apoy. Advances to the finals of the Athenian League. So, nicely done for a player that I wasn't even sure I should put in the top league. I was like, don't know. The rating was a little bit towards the bottom end. I'm like, I don't know. But threw Apoy in, and look at Apoy proving me wrong. Moving on to the finals of the Athenian League. So, well done. Are there any? I have time to play like a game. I don't know if there's any games to be played, though. Here's one player, 18 and 16 plus. So how about we see if we can find a game? And I haven't played a whole lot lately, so let's get a random game in. See what happens. Lose some rating. Please wait, it says. Okay, then. Oh, we do find a game right away with the finally fixed the what map we on here? Air. Well, this is not a map for me to raid like crazy on, but we'll try it anyway. We need to get rid of all of this. Scoreboard. There we go. The Japanese guy that's caught my interest is the one that's supposed to have really good cavalry. It'll basically be Poseidon 2.0. I'm not even sure which one that is, though. I haven't spent a ton of time looking into the Japanese. I'd rather just kind of get into it and see, you know, play it with everybody else. Oh, I gotta play it.
Λέγε ορφάνι. Βούλομαι. Ορφάνι. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Εισβολή. Έτοιμος. Παν. Ορθό. Παν. Βούλομαι. Καλός. Ορθό. Παν. Ορφάν. Βούλομαι. Ισμάχιν. Παν. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε πάνι. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Έτοιμος.
Alrighty. So, Poseidon. I just raid. And raid. And raid.
Πρόσταγμα.
This fair might be a little tricky on this map.
Πάνι.
This maybe isn't the map that I want to see against a Frere defensive player.
Ορθός. Λέγε πάνι. Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Why did you choose the furthest away tree to chop?
Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι. Λέγε.
Yeah, this is an
Βούλομαι.
awkward map to
Ορθός.
be
Έτοιμος.
aggressive
Βούλομαι.
raid heavy. God, but we'll... Okay, she did not want to go to the nearest.
Πάνι. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι.
Either.
Λέγε. Ορθός. Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Προβούλων θρητόμος. Τέκτον λέγε.
Προστάνι. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Ορθάνι. Ορθός. Προστάνι. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Ορθός.
Λέγε.
Έτοιμος. Τέκτον, τέκτον, μεταλλεύς.
Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Λέγε. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Ορθός.
Πρόσεχε, τέκτον, μεταλλεύς.
Λέγε. Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Ορθός.
Alright, what do we got here?
Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Έστω. Θηρευτής. Μάλιστα. Θηρευτής. Ναι. Βουλ, μάλιστα.
Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Ορθός.
Okay, we've got some back hunt there.
Λέγε. Έστω. Βρυτόμος. Μάλιστα. Βρυτόμος. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Oh,
Μεταλλεύς.
probably should just have walled this off here.
Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Πάνι.
Gold mine is right here, it looks like.
Λέγε.
Έτοιμη.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Ναι. Τέκτον.
Πρόσεχε. Έστω. Τέκτον, τέκτον,
Λέγ.
μεταλλεύς.
Μεταλλεύς. Πρόσταγμα. Ναι. Βρυτόμος.
Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Ορθό. Πάνι. Καλός.
Λέγε. Εισβολή.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Τέκτον, μεταλλεύς.
Λέκτον. Τέκτον.
Είσαι καλός.
Λέγε. Μάλιστα.
Έτοιμη, μεταλλεύς.
Ναι. Βούλεστο. Μάλιστα.
Έτοιμος. Έστω.
Έστω. Βούλομαι. Ναι.
Πρόσταγμα. Με μεταλλεύς.
Λέγω. Μάλιστα.
Έστω. Βούλομαι. Μάλιστα.
Wish I...
Έστω. Λέγω. Μάλιστα.
Ναι.
Έτοιμο. Έστω. Βουλ. Μάλιστα. Έστω.
There's really not even anything to hit here anymore.
Μάλιστα. Έστω. Μάλιστα. Έστω.
Λέγε. Εισβολή.
Πρόσταγμα. Εισβολή.
Ορθός. Καλός.
Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Έστω. Ναι.
Πάνι. Ισμάχιν.
Έτοιμη. Τέκτον.
Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε.
Λες. Μάλιστα. Έστω.
Your kiss?
Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι.
Έτοιμο. Βούλομαι.
Βούλομαι.
What kind of a person do you think I am?
Καλός.
Πρόσταγμα. Χαλής.
Λέγε. Εισβολή. Πάνι. Ορθό.
Got her.
Μάλιστα.
Βούλομαι.
Προσβόλομαι.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός.
Έτοιμος. Μάλιστα. Λέγε. Βόλομαι. Έστω.
Έτοιμο. Παν. Βούλομαι. Ορθός.
Πρόσεχε. Ναι, βούλομαι. Βρυτόμος.
Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα.
Παν. Ορθός. Έτοιμο. Παν. Ορθός. Πάνι. Πρόσταγμα.
We come in like this? Probably
Βούλομαι.
not.
Λέγε. Ορθός.
Έτοιμο. Βόλομαι. Μάλιστα.
Πάνι. Ορθός. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Έστω. Βόλομαι. Μάλιστα. Βόλομαι.
Πρόστα. Έστω. Μα ναι, έστω. Βρυτό. Μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Παν. Ορθός. Βούλομαι.
You gonna get trapped here?
Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Πάνι.
Πρόσταγμα.
Έτοιμος. Ορθός.
Πρόσταγμα.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμος. Μάλιστα.
Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Ορθός. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμη. Τέκτον. Λέγε. Τέκτον. Τέκτον. Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε. Πάνι. Πρόστα. Ορθός. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Πάνι. Πρόστα. Ορθός. Πάνι.
No wall back here.
Βούλομαι. Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Πάνι. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός.
Έτοιμη. Βουφορμός. Βουφορβός.
Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Λέγε. Ορθός. Ορθός. Λέγε. Πάνι. Βούλομαι.
Oh.
Ισμάχιν.
It's on the wrong end of this wall here. If I could have.
Έτοιμος. Ορφάνι. Βούλομαι. Ορφάνι. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Ορφάνι. Ορθός.
Έτοιμη. Λέγε. Βούλον. Τέκτον.
Βούλομαι. Εισβολή. Πάνι. Ορθός. Λέγε. Πάνι. Πρόσταγμα.
Βουφορβός.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλο. Λέγε. Πάνι. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθό. Καλός. Έτοιμο. Πάνι. Όρο. Πάνι. Ορθός. Πάνι. Λέγε. Πάνι. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Πάνι. Βούλο. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι.
Πρόσταγμα. Βόλομαι. Λέγε. Μάλιστα.
Έτοιμο. Πάνι. Λέγε. Ορθός. Ορθός. Έτοιμο. Βούλομαι.
No, actually, I don't want this. Yeah.
Λέγε.
Τέκτον.
Πάνι. Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Πάνι. Λέγε. Έτοιμο. Πάνι. Ορθός. Ισμάχιν. Πάνι. Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. 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 Ορθός. Πάνι.
Πρόστα. Τέκτον. Τέκτον.
Προστέκτ. Θηρευτής. Βούλομαι. Βουφορβός.
Έτοιμο. Πάνι. Ορθός. Βούλομαι.
Okay, well, what do we do
Lay
here?
Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Ορθός.
Έτοιμη. Πρόσεχε.
Μπροστά. Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Πάνι.
Έστω. Τέκτον.
Έτοιμη. Λεμέστο. Μάλιστα. Ναι.
Έτοιμος. Έστω.
Oh, she never dropped this one off. What an idiot.
Μάλιστα. Έστω. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσεχε. Λέει. Βούλομαι. Έτοιμη. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Προς ορθός. Πάνι.
Πρόσταγμα. Έστω.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Ορθός.
So that tells me
Πρόστα. Μάλιστα. Βουφορβός. Λέγε. Πρόστα. Ναι. Βρυτόμος. Πρόστα. Έτοιμη. Μάλιστα. Βρυτόμος.
Λέγε.
Λέγε. Μάλιστα. Έστω.
Προστατινός. Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι. Λέγει. Έστω.
that tells me I want to actually build.
Πάνι. Βούλομαι.
Over here.
Τεκ πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον. Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Προστάνι. Βούλομαι. Εισβολή. Έτοιμο. Ορθός. Καλός. Όρο.
Λέγε. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Καλός.
Εις μάχη.
Λέγε πάνι. Βούλομαι. Εισμάχη. Εισβολή. Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Ορθός.
Hole in this thing?
Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Πάνι.
Μάλιστα.
Ναι, βούλομαι. Τέκτον. Έτοιμο. Τέκτον. Τέκτον.
Έτοιμο. Ορθός. Λέγε. Ορθός.
We need more houses? We do.
Τέκτον. Λέκτον. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Ορθός. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός.
Can we get out through here?
Πάνι. Βούλομαι.
Έστω.
Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον.
Βούλομαι. Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμο. Λέγε. Ορθός.
Μάλιστα. Εισβολή.
Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Πόρο.
Έστω. Μάλιστα. Έστω.
Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι. Καλός.
Λέει καλώς.
Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθούς. Ορθός.
Έτοιμη. Ναι. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα.
Πρόσταγμα. Έσου. Βούλομαι. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Εισμάχη. Πόρο. Καλής εισβολή. Λέγε. Πάνι. Ορθός. Πάνι. Ορθός. Πόρο. Εισβολή. Καλής πόρο. Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Καλός. Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Ορθός.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα.
Έτοιμο.
Λέγε. Βουφορβός.
Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος.
Λέγε. Έστω.
Λέγε. Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Ορφάνι. Βούλομαι.
Does he have
Ορθός.
line of sight in
Πάνι.
this?
Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Πόρο.
Okay, cool.
Λέμε ναι μεταλλεύει.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Πάνι.
Έτοιμη.
Μάλιστα.
Okay,
Έσου. Ναι,
that's not so cool.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Προβούλομαι. Τέκτον.
Oops.
Έτοιμη.
Have
Ναι.
the resources.
Τέκτον.
Ορθό. Πάνι. Βούλομαι.
Alright.
Ορθός.
Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα. Έστω.
Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Πάνι. Ορθός.
Λέγε. Έτοιμα. Έστω. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Τέκτον.
Βούλομαι. Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος. Πάνι.
Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε.
Μάλιστα. Έστω.
Τέκτον. Πρόσταγμα.
Εισβολή.
Πρόσταγμα.
Έτοιμα. Έστω. Βούλομαι.
Ορθός. Πάνι. Βούλομαι.
Ooh, we need more.
Προμάλις. Τέκτον.
Λέγε.
Έτοιμη. Ναι. Βούλομαι. Τέκτον. Λέγε.
Λέγε.
Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον.
Μα έστω.
Έτοιμη.
Έτοιμη.
Θηρευτής.
Θηρευτής.
Πρόσμα. Εισβολή.
Πάνι.
Λέγε.
Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Εισβολή. Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι.
Έστω. Μάλιστα.
Βούλομαι. Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Βούνε.
Ναι. Βούλομαι. Μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον. Έτοιμη.
Έτοιμο. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Πάνι. Λέγε. Ορθός. Έτοιμος.
Πρόσταγμα. Θηρευτής.
Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Ορθός. Πάνι. Εισμάχην. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσταγμα.
Put up a nice fortress
Τέκτον.
right here.
Έστω.
Okay.
Τέκτον. Λέγε. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμάνι. Ορθός. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Έτοιμος. Λέει ορθός.
Πρόσεχε. Ναι. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα πάνω. Βούλομαι. Έτοιμος. Εισβολή. Λέει βούλομαι. Χώρο. Ορθός. Λέει βούλομαι.
Τέκτον.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Εισβολή. Λέγε. Καλός. Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Εισβολή. Λέγε. Καλός. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Εισβολή. Πρόσεχε.
Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Τέκτον. Έτοιμη. Τέκτον. Πρόσταγμα.
Λέγω μάλιστα.
Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε.
Holy smokes, how long is this?
Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Έστω. Μάλιστα. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Ορθός.
Έτοιμος. Μάλιστα.
Λέγε. Ορφάνι. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Ναι. Έστω.
Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα.
Βούλε. Πρόσταγμα.
Crap, that's not gonna get finished.
Μάλιστα. Έτοιμο. Μάλιστα.
Λέγε. Έστω. Τέκτον. Μάλιστα. Τέκτον. Τέκτον.
Βούλομαι. Ναι.
Καλός.
Τέκτον. Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον. Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι. Τέκτον.
Χώρο.
Πρόσεχε.
Λέγε.
Έστω. Βούλε. Μάλιστα. Ορθός. Λέγε. Έστω. Πρόστα. Βούλε.
Τέκτον.
Ετοίμος.
Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Έτοιμο. Βούλομαι.
Τέκτον.
Πρόστα. Ορθός. Πάνι. Λέγε.
Έτοιμη. Τέκτον. Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον.
Λέμα. Βούλο. Τέκτον.
Λέει. Μάλιστα. Λέει. Ορθός.
Έτοιμη. Τέκτον. Ναι. Τέκτον. Τέκτον.
Βούλομαι. Πρόστα. Πάνω. Βούλομαι.
Έστφυρε. Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Μανέστο. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Ορθός.
Έτοιμη.
Πρόσεχε. Λέγε.
What in the world?
Ετοίμιστα. Βούλομαι. Βούλομαι. Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Χώρο. Πρόσταγμα. Πρόσταγμα. Έστω. Λέγε. Ναι. Μα ναι. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Ισμάχιν. Πρόσεχε. Έστω.
Βρήτο. Τέκτον.
Έτοιμος. Εισβολή. Χώρο. Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Κάμβηση. Χώρο.
Λέγε.
Λέγε. Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Ισμάχιν. Ετοίμος.
Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Πάνι. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός.
I
Έτοιμος.
see this hole.
Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Ορθός.
Πρόσταγμα.
Ναι. Βρήτο. Έστω. Τέκτον.
Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Ορθός. Έτοιμος. Πάνι.
Βουθυρευτής.
Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Καλός. Ορθός.
What does he got here?
Έτοιμος. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα.
Τέκτον.
Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Λέγε. Πάνι.
Τέκτον.
Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Μάλιστα. Καλός. Εισβολή. Λέγε.
Γεωργός.
Καλό. Ναι. Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι. Λέγε. Εισβολή. Ορθός. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμη.
Βρυτόμος. Μα με μεταλλές.
Πρόσεχε.
Με μεταλλές.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσεχε.
Ναι, έστω.
Βούλο.
Πρόσταγμα. Μα έστω. Καλό. Εις μάχη.
Πρόσεχε.
Εθμάνι. Πρόσεχε. Βούλο. Εισβολή. Μ' αρέσει. Εις μάχη. Ορθό. Καλός. Εισβολή. Λέγε έτοιμο. Λέγε σαλόρο. Προφάνη. Σαλφόρο. Καλός. Έτοιμο. Σαλόρο. Εισβολή.
This is a pretty decent fight for me. Oh, great. Why am I keep disconnecting?
Πρόσταγμα. Εις μάχη. Έτοιμο. Βούλο. Καλός. Λέγε σαλόρο. Καλός. Βούλο. Πρόσταγμα.
Έτοιμο.
Έτοιμο. Βούλο. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Βούλομαι.
Ναι. Έστω. Βούλομαι. Μάλιστα. Γεωργό. Ναι. Τέκτον.
Ναι, έστω. Μα βούλαμε.
Πάνω.
Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον.
Oh, jeez.
Έτοιμη.
Oh, I don't want that.
Λέγε. Ορθός. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Έτοιμος.
Προστάνει. Βούλομαι. Ορθάνει.
Πρόσταγμα. Μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Τέκτον.
Τέκτον.
Ορθός.
Έστω. Τέκτον. Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον. Τέκτον. Βούλομαι.
Λεφμάνι.
Τέκτον. Ναι. Τέκτον.
Ορθός. Πάνι. Λέγε. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμάνι. Ισμάχη. Εισβολή. Λέγε. Ισμάχη. Βούλο. Ορθός. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Έτοιμο. Καλός.
Πρόσεχε.
Προβούλο. Ταπεινό.
Λέγε. Παν. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμος. Έστω. Είμαι γεωργός.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Βούλομαι.
Well, you got a beneficial map for him for sure with how
Λέγε.
I play. But yeah, he plays good.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Βούλομαι.
I really need another town center or something.
Λέγε.
Βούλομαι. Μεταλλές.
Έτοιμος. Καλός. Εισβολή. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθισμάχη. Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Λέγε. Πάνι. Καλός. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Πάνι. Εισβολή. Καλός.
Έστω.
Λέγε. Πανθός. Πανθούλο. Πανθός. Προς χώρο. Λέγε. Πανθάνι. Ορθούλο. Πανθός. Λέγε. Πανθάνι. Ορφάνι. Σισμάχη. Ορφάνι. Ορφάνι. Λέγε. Πανθόρο.
Μάλιστα. Βρυτόμος.
Έτσι πάνε. Καλισμάχη. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Ορθός. Έτσι. Πρόσταγμα. Πάνε. Λέγε. Ορθός. Πάνε. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Βούλο. Καλός.
Where's my market? I don't have a market.
Πρόσταγμα. Βρυτόμος. Τέκτον.
Τέκτον.
Ορφάν. Βούλο. Πάνε. Προς βούλο. Βούλο. Πάνε. Ορθός.
Λέγε. Τέκτον.
Προς βούληση πάνε. Λέγε. Καλός. Βούλο. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Πάνε. Έτοιμος. Λέγε.
Έτοιμο.
Βούλο. Πάνε. Ορθός.
Έστω. Έτοιμη.
Έτοιμο. Βούλο.
Μα καλός.
That is such a cool god power.
Τέκτον.
Μάλιστα. Ναι. Έτοιμος.
Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε ορθός. Εις μάχη.
Βούλωμα.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλωμα. Ορθός. Λέγε. Εισβολή. Καλό όρο.
Πρόσταγμα.
Yeah, we're in a bit of a bind here, that's for sure.
Πρόσταγμα. Τέκτον.
Λέγε ορθός.
Εισβολή.
Προβάνει. Λέγε βούλο. Ορθός.
Why isn't she shooting at this?
Πρόσταγμα. Εις μάχη. Ορθός. Ορθός. Βούλωμε. Καλός. Εισβολή. Εισβολή. Καλός.
Πρόσταγμα. Έστω.
Λέγε με μεταλλεύς.
Έτοιμος. Προβάνει. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε εις μάχη. Ορθός. Ορθός. Λέγε βούλωμε. Καλός. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Ορθός. Λέγε βούλωμε. Έτοιμος. Εις μάχη. Λέγε εισβολή.
Έτοιμη. Ναι, μάλιστα.
Όρο. Ορθός.
Πρόσταγμα. Εισβολή.
Oh, I need some.
Έτοιμος. Όρο. Λέγε.
Λέγε με μεταλλεύς.
Πρόσταγμα.
Λέγε.
Λέγε. Ορφάνη. Καλησβολή.
Έτοιμος.
Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Ισμάχη. Καλός.
Λέγε. Μαγορδόστα έσω.
Προσφορ. Καλός.
Εισβολή.
Λέγε. Ισμάχη.
Whoa!
Καλόρο. Λέγε. Ορθό. Ισμάχη. Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι. Βούλωμε. Λέγε. Καλός.
Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον.
Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος. Ορθός. Ορθός.
Έτοιμα έστω.
Πρόστα. Βούλωμε.
Έτοιμος. Έσθριτόμος.
Γεωργός. Τέκτον.
Ορθός. Βούλωμε.
Προμέσνε.
Επάνι. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Εισβολή. Βάνι. Όρο. Καλός. Ισμάχη. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Λέγε. Εισβολή. Καλός. Ισμάχη. Έτι. Βούλωμε. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Βάνι. Ορθός.
Βούλωμε. Θρητόμος.
Πρόσταγμα. Εισβολή. Έτι. Βούλωμε. Όρο. Λέγε. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Καλής εισβολή. Βάνι. Ορθός. Έτι. Βούλωμε. Ορθός.
Λέγε.
You're right, it does.
Γεωργός. Πρόσταγμα. Βούλο. Μάλιστα. Βρυτό.
I am missing some houses somewhere.
Βάνι. Βούλωμε. Πρόσταγμα. Βάνι. Ορθός. Βούλωμε.
Μέσο. Γεωργό, μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα.
Λέγε στο. Μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
Βάνι. Βούλωμε. Βούλωμε. Βάνι. Βούλωμε. Ορθός.
I'm missing a TC everywhere.
Γεωργός. Ναι.
I don't have TC, you're right.
Ορθός. Ορθός.
Βρυτόμος. Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι. Τέκτον.
Βάνι. Βούλωμε. Πρόσταγμα. Όρο. Βάνι.
Γεωργός.
Καλός.
Πρόσταγμα.
Βούλωμε.
Έτοιμη.
Μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
Καλός. Πρόσταγμα. Βάνι. Ορθός.
Man, this is such a carnage
Εισβολή.
right there.
Λέγε.
Ναι. Μάλιστα. Φρικό μου.
Πρόσταγμα.
This thing a DC somewhere. Really hurt when I did not get this fortress up after the ceasefire. Because, yeah, if I fight this underneath the, even with the ceasefire, how much damage Tempest did? Because really, I need to be able to gold block there. Be able to get this one. It's all the text. This was it's just so far ahead in all the technologies at this point. One town center challenge it is. Yeah, I'm still in a good spot here. I think if I play this part of the game a little bit better, I'd be able to win. But yet not getting the fortress up after was a big problem. A fun one though. Time for another game? Maybe. I want to know why my stream, keep having some like lag spikes. It's very strange. Is that guy any good or am I just bad? 1700, okay. I won a few games with Ares, and then I lost, did lose a game as well. Ares is just too slow paced for me. I get bored. I just want to fight, 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 fight. Ares is more of like just a build up until one big fight, and it's just so anticlimactic. It is the middle of the night now. I might not get a game. Oh, there's some people searching. That's boring though. The 2TC is just boring. Yeah, my Cyclops never seemed to do that. I'm sure it's the Cyclops' fault. Yeah, at some point though, maybe next year I'll incorporate a second town center at some point.
Ναι. Λέγε. Μεταλλεύς. Έτοιμη. Τέκτον. Μεταλλεύς.
Έτοιμο.
Let's move my
Λέγε βούλομαι.
guy.
Σμάχιν. Πρόσταγμα. Παν. Ορθό. Παν. Χώρο. Λέγε. Ορθός. Παν. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Πάνι. Βούλο. Καλός. Έτοιμος. Πάνι. Εισβολή. Λέγε. Πρόστα. Ορθός. Πάνι. Ισμάχιν. Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Ορθός.
Put him right there.
Προσφάνει. Έτοιμος.
Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον.
A set. Set gives me some problems.
Λέγε.
I would go for like. See, this would be a game where I could try like the old Cyclops smash,
Προς τα πάνω. Έτοιμος. Ορθός.
but I'd rather just go with a bunch of centaur and
Λέγε. Πάνι. Προς τα βούλομαι.
play it that way.
Έτοιμος. Πάνι.
Oh, let's send my goats to back. Let's see what's cooking back
Λέγε.
here.
Ορθός. Έτοιμο. Βούλομαι.
I think actually
Έτοιμος.
there might be less snare in this than the original, maybe,
Πάνι.
but
Έτοιμος.
units
Ορθός.
path a little bit better when it comes to
Έτσι,
chasing,
Λέγε. Ορθός.
so you get punished more for it.
Προς μάλιστα. Έστω. Τέκτον, τέκτον.
Προς έτοιμος. Λέγε. Πάνι.
Τέκτον. Τέκτον, τέκτον. Μεταλλεύς.
Έτοιμος. Πόρο. Εισβολή.
Who wins this fight?
Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος.
My priest or my
Λέει πρόσταγμα.
Catascopus wins this thing. How weak is the hyena? Oh, a back gold mine. Well, that means he probably has a back gold mine too. What relic we got over here? Ooh, that's a good one.
Προς βούλομαι. Θηρευτής. Λέγε. Μάλιστα.
Πρόσταγμα.
Προς έτοιμος. Λέγε. Προς έτοιμος.
I want to get that relic right away. Where I can't even see it on the map.
Πρόσεχε. Έτοιμη. Προς τα ναι.
Ετοίμος. Έστω. Βούλε. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε έτοιμος. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε ορθός.
Oh, he's healing
Βούλομαι.
up.
Έτοιμη.
Έτοιμος. Λέγε. Πρόσταγμα.
Λέγε. Έστω. Μεταλλεύς. Μεταλλεύς.
Έτοιμος. Πρόσεχε. Μα ναι. Προσάνει.
What's this one?
Λέγε. Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Καλώς. Ισμάχη. Ετοίμος. Πρόσταγμα. Ετοίμος. Πρόσεχε. Λέγε.
Πρόσεχε. Τέκτον. Τέκτον.
Έτοιμος. Ετοίμος. Πρόσταγμα. Καλώς.
Έστω. Μα εισβολή.
Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Πάνω.
Oh,
Βούλομαι.
Μα έστω. Ναι, μάλιστα. Έστω. Βούλομαι.
Λέγε. Έστω.
Έστω.
Πρόσεχε.
Μα
Λέγε. Εισβολή.
he's path blocking his own Anubite. Ha ha ha!
Πρόσταγμα. Βούλομαι. Τέκτον.
Λέγε.
I told you these early lions are so awesome.
Βούλομαι.
Ετοίμος. Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι.
Έτοιμη. Προς ταπεινός.
Λέγε. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Θηρευτής.
Πρόσταγμα. Ναι.
Ναι.
Πρόσεχε. Έστω. Λέγε. Πάνι.
Πρόσεχε. Μα εισβολή.
Λέει μάλιστα. Ισμάχη. Καλώς.
Λέγε. Βούλομαι. Ισμάχιν.
Ετοίμος. Βουλέστο. Ναι. Πρόσεχε. Πρόσταγμα.
Killing
Καλώς.
units right and left here.
Έτοιμο. Ορθός. Λέγε. Μάλιστα. Εισβολή.
Έτοιμη. Τέκτον. Τέκτον.
Λέγε.
Βούλομαι. Βρυτόμος.
Is he trying to lose all of his villagers?
Βουλέστο.
Λέγε.
Ετοίμα. Βούλομαι. Έστω.
Μα ναι. Εισβολή. Μα βούλομαι. Έστω.
Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι.
Πάνι. Ορθός. Πρόσεχε. Ναι. Λέγε. Πάνι. Ετοίμος. Ορθός. Λέει. Μα ναι. Βούλομαι. Πάνι. Πρόστα. Έστω. Μάλιστα. Ετοίμος. Βούνε. Βούλομαι. Μα έστω. Ναι. Βούλομαι.
Προς ναι. Μάλιστα. Τέκτον.
Λέγε. Μα βούλομαι. Έτοιμο. Βούλομαι. Ορθός. Πρόσεχε. Έστω. Λέγε. Ετοίμης, ναι. Πάνι. Βούλο. Πρόσταγμα. Εισβολή. Καλώς. Πρόσταγμα. Λέγε. Ετοίμος. Μ' αρέστο. Βούλομαι.
Πρόσεχε. Βουνέ. Βουφορβός.
Μάνε. Εισβολή. Λέγε. Ορθός. Πρόσταγμα. Έτοιμος. Λέγε.
Λέγε, βούλομαι. Έστω. Μάλιστα. Ναι.
Where's his units?
Βούλομαι. Έστω. Βούλομαι.
Καλώς, ναι.
Προμαέστο.
Λέει βουλ, μάλιστα. Εις μάχη.
Έστω. Μάλιστα. Έτοιμος. Μάλιστα. Βούλομαι. Έστω. Ναι.
Πάνι. Ορθός.
Βούλομαι. Έστω. Ναι.
Βούλομαι.
Βούλομαι.
Ετοίμη. Βουλ, έστω. Πρόσεχε. Βούλομαι. Καλώς.
Έστω. Καλώς.
Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Βούλομαι. Πρόσταγμα. Πάνι. Φόρο. Πάνι. Βούλομαι. Πάνι.
Λέγω μάλιστα.
Βούλομαι. Καλώς.
Man, these lions are so nice.
Εις μάχη.
Μάλιστα.
Εσμα. Εισβολή. Λέγε. Εισβολή. Καλώς.
Προς πάνι.
Ναι. Έστω.
Εισβολή. Μάλιστα.
Λέγε.
Έστω. Λέγε. Εισβολή. Εισβολή. Προς εισβολή. Μάλιστα. Έτοιμος.
Where's he getting his gold from?
Ορθός.
Λεγέκτον.
Πρόσεχε
Πρόσταγμα.
έκτον.
Έτοιμη. Λεγδριτόμος.
Βούλομαι.
Προσβόλουμε. Μάλιστα. Καλώς.
Πρόσεχε. Ναι. Έτοιμα. Έστω. Μάλιστα. Ναι. Εις μάχη. Έστω. Βούλομαι. Εισβολή.
Πρόσταγμα. Ορθός. Πάνι.
Έτοιμος. Εισβολή.
Εισβολή. Βούλομαι.
I can win the old man match. These lions, they don't seem like much, but early on to add +2 units with 15 attack, 15 attack. They do have a slow attack, I guess. 2.2 attack speed. I guess this looks a little bit better than it really is. 6.8 hack a second. 10 hack. But that's nice. Pretty quick. Get my centaurs in here. How many units did I even lose? Other than my... He killed 2 lions and 2 I don't know what.
Έστω.
Well, that was fast. 217. I gotta go. At least I don't lose and on a... See? And on a win, huh? But, alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Is there anyone else playing Age of Mythology at this late hour? That's who Soup is. Let's send you guys over to Soupy Soup. So, alright, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all another time. Bye.